Hey, hello again, everybody. I know this can be a bit of a different video. I promised this one over the weekend, but the weekend got kind of busy. We had some local events and hosted a small sort of a pre-Halloween get-together. So didn't have a chance to do this video over the weekend. Gonna do it now. I'm gonna go through this as quickly as I can, so it's not a very long video. But we're gonna look at this the newest issue of the Marvel Previews magazine. These come out every month along with the DC and the Big Boy. These will give you a listing of all the books that are going to be coming out in the next 3 months. So these are books that are coming out in December. So I guess it's like 2 months. But these are books that are coming out in December, and the whole point of this thing is so that you can tell your LCS, your local comic shop, what books or what items you're interested in, so they can place the order. That way you are more guaranteed to get the thing or the book or the covers or whatever that you want. So we'll go through this real quick, give you an idea of what this is, and then if there's stuff that interests you in these preview magazines, then definitely make a note of it. Go down to your LCS, let them know that you're interested. It's the best way to make sure and to guarantee that you get the books that you're interested in. So this one, we've got the new Marvel event. It's a one-shot event called Incoming. It takes place after the Marvel 1000 and Marvel 1001. So opening up, got an ad here for the new Symbiote Spider-Man miniseries. Get a preview for the Incoming #1. Give you an idea of what's going to be in the book. So you get a couple of pages previews. That's pretty cool. And there's your cover. And then you got your solicitation right here. So this gives you the covers, gives you the variant covers, your usual people that are involved with the making of the book, your solicitation. It will also tell you, let's move this thing here. It'll also tell you if it's how many pages, one shot, and your cover price. So if you're interested in the incoming one shot, it's definitely something you want to make a note of and let your LCS know. So there's some more covers. This is the wraparound hidden gem variant by J. Scott Campbell, an amazing artist, one of my favorite artists. Next up, we've got Annihilation Scourge. So this looks like it's going to be a series of one shots, 4 of them all together, featuring Nova, the Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, and the Fantastic Four. Kind of interesting. So turning the page, you get the solicitations for all these. You also got an Annihilation Scourge Omega. So in November, the Alpha book comes out, starts the whole thing. Also, they're going to be doing some Annihilation graphic comic boxes. And they've got some Ghost Rider ones. There's Deadpool, Walking Dead. These graphic boxes are pretty popular. Good way to keep your collection. It looks like we've got a Defenders, Giant Size Defenders #3 Facsimile Edition. It's going to be $4.99. Reprints Giant Size Defenders #1. I always try to get all these reprint books because it's really cool to be able to have access to these older stories. Marvel Tales. Marvel Tales is another reprint series. This one's always kind of a bit more expensive. It's $7.99, but you get more than just one book. So it looks like this one here, you're going to have a Moon Dragon. Looks like an early Quasar. I believe that's going to be Quasar. And Darkhawk, one of my favorite characters of all time. So I'll definitely be getting this. I also like Moondragon too. She's pretty cool. Annihilation, True Believers. True Believers are $1 reprints of classic Marvel books, and they do a wider range than the facsimiles. I mean, one of the main differences between these and the facsimiles, the facsimile editions are a page-per-page reprint. So you get all the original advertisements, letter pages, all that stuff. They're all going to be involved with the facsimile editions. The True Believers, just the stories themselves are reprinted, and sometimes it's not the full story. Sometimes it's bits and pieces from different books. Like they did an Incredible Hulk one that collected Hulk, pre-Incredible Hulk characters that shared that name. So the ones we got coming out this month, let's say there's Omega, the Unknown, Nova. This is the first issue of Nova. I believe it's also his first appearance. I have the original, but I always like to get these reprints because sometimes you need to part with the original, sell it off. This is a good way so that you ensure you still have a copy of it. So I always like to get all these. So I'm definitely going to be getting all of these. And Moondragon, Mantis, Super Adaptoid, Super Skrull, that's pretty cool. Odin Power, Manwolf, Quasar, Annihilus, Omega the Unknown, and Nova. So those are always really good. I've got issues 1 and 2. Let me move my Gwenpool, or Spider-Gwen cup there. The Conan Serpent War. Looks like there's a little bit of an event with Conan. It's a 4-issue. So the first 2 issues are coming out in December. They are going to be $4.99 for the first issue, $3.99 for the second issue. Get your covers there. And more. Look, there's going to be a True Believers, Serpent Wars 0. So you get reprints, Supernatural Thrillers, number 3 from 1975. So Conan fans, it's something to keep an eye on. There's your variant covers. Then we enter the X-Men universe. We got X-Men 3 and 4. Each one of those are going to be $3.99. New Mutants 3 and 4. Fallen Angels 3 and 4, featuring Psylocke. That cover actually looks pretty cool. I wonder what those are back there. X-Force 3 and 4. Excalibur 3 and 4, featuring Apocalypse. That's interesting. We've also got some variant Venom Island variants coming out this month as well. Those are pretty neat. So you Venom fans definitely want to keep an eye on those. Marauders 3 and 4 with a really sweet Storm cover. And then we're going to have a Eternal Secrets of the Marvel Universe. Looks like it's reprinting collected material from What If, number 23 through 30. It's a one-shot, 56 pages for $5. That's not bad. Facsimile edition for you folks that missed out on Eternals number 1. You can get the facsimile edition for $3.99, reprinting the entire issue. And these are some of the first books that I'm interested in. I love Marvel 2099. I've got all of Spider-Man 2099, so I'll definitely be getting this one shot. There's some, it's going to be crossing over with Amazing Spider-Man. I think it starts with issue 34. So you got 35 and 36. It's going to involve Doctor Doom and Spider-Man. And look at that. There's, what's this, a 2020 variant? Those are pretty neat. Alright, so Ghost Rider 2099. This is probably my favorite character from that run. It's really cool to see him getting a one-shot. Doom 2099. My second favorite. I think Spider-Man 2099 is my third favorite, but yeah, these two they're definitely on my list. There's a Venom 2099, and then the 2099 Omega. So that ends the 2099 event. It's gonna be $4.99. Looks like all these one shots are gonna be $4.99. Doctor Strange starts over with another number 1 with this looks like the same writer, Mark Waid. As it says, Surgeon Supreme. So there's something going on there. First issue is going to be $3.99. Looks like maybe his hands get healed, so now he gets to make the decision whether or not he wants to go back to practicing medicine or continue to be the Sorcerer Supreme. There is a new Cosmic Ghost Rider series coming out, The Revenge of the Cosmic Ghost Rider, complete with your required variant issues, variant covers, another 5-issue miniseries. Thor, the Worthy, number 1. This is a one-shot. So, all right, Walter Simonson and Tom DeFalco. That's going to be a book to check out. Punisher Soviet, number 2 of 6. The Max line is still around. Huh. From the pages of Absolute Carnage. Scream, Curse of Carnage, number 2. Morbius. There's another book I'm going to be interested in. I want to check if the Morbius book is as fun as the Ghost Rider book is. I'm going to have actually another Marvel series. So I'm definitely checking that out. Deadpool, new series, new number 2. Variant cover featuring Elsa Bloodstone, one of my favorite characters. Is she in this? Oh, look at that. Elsa Bloodstone is in it. So, see, this is also something that's really good. If you read these solicits, they always put capital letters for the characters that are in it. There's a character that you're interested in, like I really enjoy Elsa Bloodstone. It's maybe a book to make a note of. Let my LCS know I may be interested in it. Ghost Rider number 3. Love that cover. This is on my pull list for sure. There's a bit of a preview. That's from the first issue. Doctor Doom. Oh, look at that. Mephisto is in 2 different books. What's going on with that? Doctor Doom number 3. Symbiote Spider-Man. second miniseries, Alien Reality, number 1 of 5, featuring the Hobgoblin, one of my favorite Spider-Man villains of all time. So I'll definitely be on that. So this will be one that I let my LCS know, hey, I'm going to be interested in the Symbiote Spider-Man in December. Go ahead and put that on my pull list. And I can, it's $4.99, so I'll be able to make that part of my comics budget. Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. Looks like he's getting a 5-issue miniseries. A couple of variant covers. So this will be another one. I'm a huge fan of Peter Porker, so I will be adding that to my pull list. Spider-Verse number 3 continues. Ghost Spider. Number 5. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 13. And then the Spider-Man Venom Double Trouble miniseries continues. Mary Jane. How she gets an ongoing series is beyond me, but yeah, that is what it is. And there's the J.J. Abrams and his son, Henry Abrams, miniseries continues with a 2020 variant. I know a lot of people have talked about that and have not really liked the design on it, and gotta say I agree. It's not a very good design. And get back to focus here. Black Cat, very sexy cover there. Number 7, surprised it made that long. And, oh, what is this? Alas, poor Venom. That means something is coming up with Venom here. Ooh, Venom number 21 begins Venom Island. So if this is a series, a story that you're interested in, that cover. I might try to get that cover. Again, this is where you need to let your LCS know that you're interested, because something like this, it's Donny Cates and Mark Bagley. This book is going to be scorching hot, so this would be definitely something you want to let your LCS know about. If you're not, if you don't have Venom on your pull list, now's the time to do it. The video game version of Spider-Man, Marvel Avengers Iron Man, prequel to an upcoming video game, Marvel's Avengers. So there's like the Gamerverse. Now we're in the Avengers portion of it. Some Black Widow, King Thor wraps up. Captain America, Immortal Hulk, number 28. Got Savage Avengers. Oh, there's a nice cover. Look at that. Doom versus Conan. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there, but if you're interested, Avengers, number 28. Let your LCS know. They'll put it on your pull list. Jason Aaron. Jane Foster Valkyrie, number 6. This is another one. The new character Star is going through this, and this is a story where Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, kind of turns heel a little bit, kind of becomes a bad guy. Sweet new costume, dark new look. This is definitely, if you're even remotely interested in Captain Marvel, this would be a story to get. Add it to your pull list as soon as you can. Gwenpool Strikes Back. Invaders number 12. It all ends here, so this might be the final issue. History of the Marvel Universe wraps up with issue 6 of 6. Magnificent Ms. Marvel. This is another one here. Tony Stark, Iron Man, number 19. Now this I believe this is going to be the final issue for this. They're going to be relaunching it. Dan Slott's going to continue writing it, and they're going to bring in Arno Stark, the Iron Man from the year 2020, since next year is 2020. Marvel's never been one to let a gimmick go, so going to have fun with that. A couple of Black Panther books, for you Black Panther fans. Now we're getting into some Fantastic Four stuff. Future Foundation, Agents of Atlas wraps up. Fantastic Four number 17. Interesting looking character there. There is Strike Force number 4. Is that the Hood? Huh. I might check this series out. I do kind of like Blade, but this version of Captain Marvel, I really liked her in Next Wave. Yondu, number 3. And what's this? The Faithless storyline ends here. So we got Guardians of the Galaxy number 12. This is the final issue of the Donny Cates run. They're going to be relaunching it in another month or two with an all-new number 1 and an all-new creative team. So the cover of the final issue, they got a character blacked out here. And anybody who's been reading Guardians of the Galaxy knows that that is a certain destroyer. And then we've got these books here. These, I'm not sure what these are. I've seen them down at the store. I've never really given them a second look. But we've got Swordmaster number 6, This is Arrow, number 6. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Old Man Quill ramps up. Looks like he's facing off against Galactus. Runaways 28. Surprised that book is still going. Daredevil 14 and 15. Nice. A couple of Conans. The Barbarian and the Savage Sword of. And we've got Age of Valyria. And Star Wars, The Rise of Kylo Ren, number 1 of 4. So you Kylo Ren fans, this is it. This is the book you want to look at. Star Wars Saga, number 1. Not sure what this is. Looks like it's packed with major moments of the lives of the rebels and rogues alike, featuring stunning artwork. They never skimp on the artwork or the stories for their Star Wars books. So, Empire Ascendant, number 1. Oh, look at that. Another facsimile edition. Star Wars number 1, the Marvel version. I'm going to grab that one. And for you Star Wars, classic Star Wars fans, there's a handful of true believers. Now, every single one of these is going to be $1, and you'll get the full issue. Vader number 6 of 6. Dark Temple number 5 of 5. Dr. Aphra number 40. Star Wars fans got a lot of stuff going on here. And then you kind of get into some of the other stuff. These are the Marvel action books. These are books that are actually published by IDW. They got Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2 and 1, and Avengers. Then you get into some of the merchandise. And you've got some collected editions. Some nice looking hardcovers. Joss Whedon there. Silver Surfer, Wolverine. That's nice. I've always liked that cover. Sensational She-Hulk Omnibus. Nice. It's got most of that series in it too. Alright. So any of these hardcovers or trade paperbacks that you're interested in, those are actually definitely like absolute carnage. If you missed any of those, you definitely want to let your LCS know as soon as possible that you're interested in these, and they can place the order. You'll be getting it in December. More advertisements for some of their great stuff. Black Cat. That was a nice cover. Jane Foster, the Valkyrie series, gets her first trade. And then Nick Spencer, Amazing Spider-Man, gets a trade. There you go. Captain Marvel, Falling Star. It's got to be the one featuring some early appearances of the new Star character, if you missed out on that. There's no shame in getting a trade. There's a lot of books that I missed out on, and I wound up getting a trade, so I'm happy with getting a trade. I'm the sort of person that I'm happy with having the story. I don't necessarily have to have the originals. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but some of these, they go on sale in January 2020, so these are more advanced solicits than your usual ones. Gives you a little bit more time. And again, they always give you, your synopsis there, how many pages, and the page count. I also tell you what issues are involved in them. That Contagion series, I read the first issue. I really enjoyed that. So I'm not going to get the trade for it, but I'm going to get all the individual issues for it. It's a nice cover. Doctor Strange. A Crazy trade paperback. Look at that. Crazy magazine, sort of, Marvel having fun with themselves and everybody else. Some Star Wars trades for you Star Wars fans who really need to bulk up your collection. No harm in that, and no shame in that either. And these are trade paperbacks, Marvel Milestones. If you're interested in some classic X-Men stories, these are the ones to get. Ecstatics, look at that. Agents of Atlas. We're almost done here. Epic Collections. Knew that was coming. A lot of talk about Carnage lately. I've always liked that cover too. Some Conan trades. And a poster book for Black Widow. Gotta have some Black Widow on your wall. And these are some of the all ages stuff. Posters that you can request. Any of these posters that you're interested in, I might ask for these two at least. And then you get your checklist at the end of it. So this right here, just mark off the boxes, the stuff that you're interested in. You take this page, because come on, these things, they always try to pretend that some of these are going to be worth something, but honestly, they're not. They're not worth the hassle of trying to keep. So you use this. You can either use this checklist, mark off the boxes, the ones that you want, or use this to write down the ones you want. It also gives you the final cutoff date and gives you when they're on sale, so you can further budget your comic buying. You know what to expect and when to expect to spend it. So there's the rest of the stuff. There's all your collected editions. Got your posters and stuff in there, and your last page advertisement. I'm going to try to get that poster. So there you go. There's your Marvel previews. This is the magazine that you want to look at if you want to get in on the ground floor on some stuff, if you want to jump in the middle of something, if you need to get some trade paperbacks, anything. This is what you want to look at. This is what you want to make your list on, to sort of build up your pull list. This is where you can really have a better chance of getting the variant covers that you want. It also helps your LCS to know ahead of time what you're interested in, as opposed to waiting till the last minute and then trying to get it and they can't get it and then everybody's upset. So use this, make your list, take it to your LCS, let them know that these are the books that you're interested in, and feel free to use this video, but definitely go down to your LCS and see if they have any of these left. These are usually out anywhere from like the last week to the first week of the month. You can get these. The DC one, which we're going to go through tomorrow, and the previews, the main previews. My little Ghost Rider guy. So we'll go through the main previews as well. All right, so there you go. We will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this will help some people out in getting some more great books on their pull list.